Talk, you know what it is, man. Hey, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. All right, man. So today's episode, we're gonna talk about a little more about Lil Wayne, Kendrick, Drake, this whole situation. You know what I'm saying, between two with and actually with the Carter 6 coming out, and how I feel about how the Carter 6 is gonna affect nothing. You know what I'm saying? Of its release, I don't think it's gonna do anything. May sell a little bit of copies here and there, but ultimately it's probably off of just Wayne's name. So we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, so before we get into that, I gotta get a legendary spill. This is Talk to Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful single sexy ladies, but one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know the final ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is right here on the screen. Cash App, no more PayPal. The hidden gem, 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. I'm almost 18,000. I'm right there. And yeah, man, hopefully I hit 18,000 tonight. 25,000 I will be giving away a nice size cash prize. So, and I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. So look, man, let's get into this, man. We already know what time it is. Let's go. All right, man. This comes courtesy of Fantastic Hip Hop. You already know what it is. So look, man, if you heard the Wayne album, tell me what you think. I gave my review on the album. The title is, if you are a Wayne fan, don't watch this episode. If you want to watch the episode, you can. But if you are a Wayne fan, I strongly warn you not to watch it. So, let's go.
Now, when it comes to Lil Wayne and the release of one of the most anticipated rap records in quite a while with the Carter 6, well, if you are ready to find out everything that has happened now with the release of Lil Wayne's first record in 5 years, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and all of hip-hop needs to see everything that Wayne's latest album is affecting and showing us, because really, after years of hype and in an era in hip-hop we're leading up to this, Wayne has been more prevalent in rap discussions than he has been in years, all because of the Kendrick and Drake beef, and then Kendrick Lamar getting the Super Bowl in New Orleans, which of course Wayne felt like he deserved and made that very clear. Well, with all of this, Wayne...
The crazy thing is, too, he got a song banned in New Orleans, and it's like, I know he's not saying Kendrick is banned in New Orleans, obviously he ain't, but to me it's kind of like, just say Kendrick name, bro. Like, I don't understand why you don't. Because I feel like you be subbing him a lot, in my opinion. In my opinion, you be subbing Kendrick a lot. But you just won't say his name. You subbed him on the other song, You and Manny Fresh, in my opinion. So, just say his name, bro.
Never had a bigger stage to answer to everything that has went on with him, and then in response to Kendrick and Drake after all, and also prove once and for all that maybe he deserved that Super Bowl and he really is the monster that he said he still was in the rap game, and now with the Carter 6. Well, despite all the expectations and everything people had going into this thing, what is so clear now is that when the stakes have never been higher and people have been waiting to see what not getting the Super Bowl did to Wayne, and maybe even wherever him and Drake's relationship is at as a whole, Wayne did show us something, and it's bad, as from showing where he is at as a rapper, where he holds up in today's game, and who he is cool with. Well, in between weird rock covers and some of the strangest songs and features that you have ever heard alongside Wayne. Whether he realized it or not, he told us every single thing we need to know about this, all through the most recent display of who.
And that's absolutely right. He has showed us who he really is when it comes to this. He hasn't learned nothing. He hasn't grown nowhere. He hasn't done nothing. Like, bro, again, I don't understand the mentality of some of you rappers. You should be competing with the guy at the top. You're doing whatever you think is best, and what you think is best, in my opinion, is not best. This is not good.
He is as an MC. And now, before we get any further into this and talk about everything that is making this Carter 6 album just dominate the conversation in hip-hop for better and for worse, make sure to leave that like and subscribe if you have not already. And now, with that said, well, when it comes to the Carter 6, Really, with every single thing about this record, with how people are feeling to what it is showing about where Wayne stands with so many major players in the rap game. Well, there's no other way to say it, but the best word to describe this record has been messy, as ever since the AI Slob trailer that was made where they were trying to copy Wayne recreating his album covers just like Jay-Z did, but the difference was Jay was real there and this was all fake and lame, things have just gotten more out of control from here. And now the first thing
I never seen that. I'm gonna look that up. That looks pretty interesting, but I never seen that. I never seen that. But I don't know, man. Some of y'all be doing too much. Like, y'all have no original ideas. It's like y'all so afraid to just step out the box. You Little Wayne. You could push something to another level if you wanted to. But you just didn't want to, in my opinion.
that the Carter 6 has showed us and now we can start to see is pretty definitively showing where one of the most iconic duos in rap now stands with one another, is the fact that despite lame old Drake never needing his mentor more, and it really never made more sense to have the guy who represents the Six on the 6th installment of the Carter series be here. Well, once again, we have seen Wayne and Drake just nowhere to be found when it comes to standing next to one another in this time and just showing any support for the other person within their own crash outs, which seem to be all from the same guy in none other than Kendrick Lamar in the first place. And with this, Wayne has not sent a message to the rest of hip hop that he is still standing with the guy who he brought into the rap game, and now with rumors coming out that both Drake and Nicki were going to join Wayne on this record, and DJ Academics was acting like something big was gonna happen as Ack said hi Kendrick and was thinking that Drake and Wayne were gonna diss Kendrick together or something along those lines. Well, really, this just seemed to be a fake report.
And that right there just goes to show you that all of these people want Kendrick to fall. They can't stand the fact that he has the top. Oh, Wayne, Nicki, and Drake is on a song together, as if that's gonna move something. That wouldn't have moved nothing. It's not gonna move nothing. Kendrick could do a verse with Lady Gaga, and it would move something. No matter what with Drake, Wayne, and Nicki do, is not gonna move nothing. Their time has passed. I wish people get that through their head. Drake might have a little bit of steam still, but he hasn't had a number one. He hasn't had a number one single for 2-3 years now, or 2 years now. So is he really still moving stuff? This is Drake we're talking about.
Or a last-ditch effort to maybe get Wayne to team up with Drake. And now what we have seen with the feature-filled Carter 6 album not having a single verse or mention of Drake or anything like it. Well, again, when we talk about messy, which is really going to be the story, theme, and overall the legacy that this album ends up leaving, if anything, what was possibly going on with Wayne's team and the people who were covering this album that big publications like Rolling Stone and Sports Illustrated got the idea that Drake and Nicki were going to be on this thing, and it made them say this in these big publications, which do generally try to be as credible as they can. And now while Drake and Nicki...
But you know that they did that because they wanted the album to have some type of buzz around it. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like, these artists are not like, if Wayne had Nicki and had Drake on the album, even if they wasn't on, why they not promoting it? Why they not out there promoting the album, saying how, like, yeah, we gonna be on there? Like, why they not doing that? I don't get it.
And end up on this record, and really, the dilemma around Drake and Wayne specifically is a conversation for another day. Really, we can't even think about what's going on with them right now, because with the rest of the Carter 6, the story of Crash Outs did not end there with a possible Drake feature that was cut, because on the rest of the entire LP, it gets weird, because if we remember, well, a lot of the rollout and hype for the Carter 6, which did include a collab that dropped around the Super Bowl with a major trailer within a commercial, well, with that, Wayne was so clearly trying to use everything that has happened in his career and the moment specifically with Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl to try and make this record a bigger event and even use it as motivation to show everybody more than ever the best version of himself that he possibly could have. But with this, and really this is where beyond the rollout and presentation of the album and even
this album is so bad that I said in my last video, I think Kendrick Lamar is sitting back laughing. I think he's laughing because I think a lot of people don't understand. Right? Y'all don't understand how bad. You, I'm really disappointed because I look at Wayne as one of the greatest of all time, and in my opinion, this sounds like something he did. He just like he just started doing music. In my opinion, just like some of the stuff is just like way. It's just too much. Like I think at this point in his career, him being experimental is cool, but I also believe that you should be past that point. You should be already in seasoned enough to do something good. Like Jay-Z, in my opinion, he don't have to uh, do stuff like because he'll push it to another level, in my opinion.
The stuff with Drake and Nicki, things just get messy with the Carter 6 to new levels that were even hard to predict. With Wayne trying to use this album as a showcase to everybody that he could have played the Super Bowl and that he is the legend that can do anything. Well, with what Lil Wayne showed on this album, is really that when it comes to the conversations between him and Kendrick Lamar on any level, there is no debate and no conversation of who deserved the Super Bowl more and who should have gotten it, because on this stage and with the creative outlet where things have mattered most, and Wayne could have created a conversation that would have at least maybe made people question if he should have had the halftime show in the first place. Well, with Wayne's performance on this record that he has hyped up for so long, it just feels so lazy, dull, confusing, and uninspired. And really what Lil Wayne has proved through all of this is that he and Kendrick Lamar can never be compared in any capacity because they are just in two different leagues, and no matter how you want to put it. From the
That's right. There's no comparison. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. There's no comparison. Don't compare Kendrick and Lil Wayne ever again. Don't. No comparison. You hear me? I don't want to hear it. You can't compare the two. It's not happening, bro. No. I don't care what you're telling me. We could argue to the end of time. No.
professionalism that the face of music needs today in any genre to the level of showmanship and song quality. Wayne is missing everything here aside from a few tracks on the Carter 6 like Welcome to the Carter, which really shocked us as the rest of the record was so bad after showing that it was maybe going to be decent. And so really with this, everything on this record just feels so unprofessional and random, and really does feel like it was made by a guy who just threw Lil Wayne songs together as opposed to the rapper who made numbers 1 through 5 in the series himself. And really, as the rollout consisted of making pages post things to try and build up hype for this thing that was not there, and then of course we got that fake slop trailer that they used to try and recreate Jay-Z's album recreation trailer, but just make the version of it at home. And even on top of that, with the cover that was near fan art, overall everything about the Carter 6 was a mess going into it, and now walking out of the record, everything really
It definitely was. It definitely was. I think that I don't know. I think Wayne lives in his own world. He kind of said that though. He said that in the interview with Skip Bayless that he stays in his own little world. And it's like, why? You're a musician. Musicians supposed to not really necessarily follow other musicians but their sound, but you gotta check out what the other musicians are doing. You gotta grow with your art. He hasn't grown with his art. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't.
is more baffling than ever, because both in terms of just making every single rap fan question the web of who Wayne stands with and if he and Drake are even speaking at this point on any terms, to the music itself, which put Ave Maria over trap drums, which I can't even begin to describe how that isn't even one of the worst things on this entire record, and that should tell you everything about how bad it is. Well, really, right now what is being seen with Lil Wayne is just straight disappointment all around, as Drake hides out and waits to see where they stand, and Kendrick Lamar is making people regret the very idea of them saying that Wayne ever deserved a halftime show over him, and really with Lil Wayne's entire Carter 6 record. You can't expect people to be responding to what they are hearing and liking it, because with Lil Wayne to not drop for 5 years, go through everything he did with the industry and even the beef itself, and then for him to literally say nothing and then just rap meaninglessly while he collabs with artists as bad as MGK and Kodak.
Yeah, I definitely think that Wayne is still living. He's trying to live like to me. He's kind of like what Drake is doing. Drake is still living his life like he's still in the teens. I think Wayne think he's still lit. Like he hasn't matured as an artist. I think he thinks he's still lit. Like he's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. It just to me this the music comes off as like it's dumb. It's like it's dumb music, like dummy music, like a dummy will like this. You know what I'm saying? Like not to call y'all dummies because some of y'all might like it, but it's like duh like duh rap. This is the rap. Duh.
This record is being looked at now as one of the most disappointing blockbuster rap albums ever, and may go down as one of the most disappointing records that has been released within a series like this, because really with the first 5 Carter albums, while of course some of them have flaws and they were not perfect, they were all generally exciting, entertaining, and most importantly, and what's missing here, passionate and purposeful records. But now, well, after listening to an album where you have to hear Ave Maria over 808s, random elephant noises at the most inopportune times, auto-crooning to the max with the worst mixing and sound design possible, and then attempts at being a rock star again like this is Rebirth Wayne, it has left everybody feeling one thing and one thing only, which is that people are just over Wayne after showing that he can't competently make music in this day and age, because really, it's not that this album is just missing.
I mean, that's a true statement. Wayne is washed. He's washed. There's really nothing nobody can say. He's washed. Like when you say, if anybody say anything to me, I'm just gonna say, look, this album solidified to me that he should never, they should never let him do any Super Bowl. Oh yeah, he could do the Super Bowl next year. No, absolutely not.
One thing, or it's off in small areas, but it's that the whole record is genuinely atrocious from the most fundamental levels and has songs that just fail on every single level, from the structure to the hook to the verses to the features, which really in the feature department, aside from a Big Sean and 2 Chainz verse, are not just bad, but they are atrocious. And to see Wayne reach a point in his career where this is the album he dropped, which literally is just trying to sample classic rock songs half the time and just ruins them more than ever, and they are really so bad that it seems like parody sometimes, like with the song where Wayne made his own version of Weezer's Island in the Sand, for example. Really with all of this record becomes the exact reason why a lot of older rappers say to hang it up and stop rapping, because really now, Wayne has ended this era in his career, humiliating his legacy and one of the most important series of albums of all time, because really he has shown that this entire
That's actually true. The Carter series is a series that is going to be around for a long time. But this one here, it kind of like ruins, not all of them, but it ruins the series. It ruins it for me. Not to say I would never listen to him again. Obviously I would, but it just ruins it for me. Like 4 was good. 5 was yeah. But this one here, yeah, it really took a toll on the series.
run that he got with all the fake outrage over the Super Bowl was really worth nothing, because he literally never cared less to make a decent musical experience than with what we have just seen from him here. And to be honest, with how quiet the rap world has been about this record so far, after we saw everyone whine about him not getting the Super Bowl over Kendrick Lamar, well, the world of rappers just finds more ways to embarrass themselves as a collective, because we are once again just seeing all of the clown MCs who tried to take away Kendrick Lamar's moment just show that they stand for absolutely nothing aside from being jealous of him. And so with this for Lil Wayne, really at the end of the day, this is all falling back on him, and the narratives that are surrounding him have never been worse because of the route he chose with this thing, and after building up the hype and expectations that he tried to, well, for Lil Wayne, it's looking like everybody just wants him to hang it up, because no matter what the impact of what he has shown here with both Kendrick and Drake is, he has nothing left to say or offer clearly. And now when a rapper of this magnitude reaches this point, there is no other way to put it. He is just going out sad, and now what we can say with certainty, and the one definitive statement that I will walk away from the entire Carter 6 with, is that no matter what you do, never try to compare Wayne to Kendrick Lamar ever again. And so now with all this said, let me know, what do you...
That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh man, I tell you, It's not looking good for Young Money, Cash Money. It's not looking good for Drake. It's not looking good for Nicki. It's not looking good for Wayne. Wayne, Wayne fans, don't ever say you in Kendrick League, bro. Don't you dare. He passed you, bro. Passed you and your boy. You supposed to rescue your boy. You supposed to save your boy. And you didn't. You let him down. Now he gotta try to double back and do something. It ain't gonna work either. So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace. Bye. Oh, sorry that the episodes are coming out late. Something's in this area. Something's wrong with the system out here, but the videos are uploading slow. So that's why they're coming out late. But remember, I'm still putting them out 4, 6, what they call it, 8, 12, and 6, and then 10, 4, and 10. So I'm trying to drop them every day. But some of these Jones gonna be coming out back to back. So I don't know what they're doing around here, but should be working. Thank y'all.